Hello friends, uh, today we are going to make a video for our customer who is manufacturing polymer products like PET bottles and all. So they have sent us a sample. So there some samples are like opaque. You can see these are opaque. These are less transmittance, right? Light will not transmittance fully through this. Okay, but there is one sample which is transmissive. Okay, so they want to measure a lab delta e value for like with the same samples. Okay, so they sent me the samples, and also we will measure one bottle, water bottle. Okay, which is like this sample, transmittance sample, and we can measure the thing. So you can see these are the samples are transmissions transmissive and opaque also. Okay, so we have two types of instrument and both are portable. See, looks like a bench top, but it is portable. You can move anywhere. Okay, it's work with the power. Okay, no battery. And other one is the portable, which works with the battery. So these two instruments are like one is LS155, okay, by Lingshank, which is serviced and selling by HPFS Instruments in India. Okay, and the other is the DS-700d, which is from CHN Spec. Okay, which is also supply and service by HPFS Instruments India LLP in Pan India exclusively. Okay, so now we can see this particular instrument is work on only opaque surfaces. Okay, because it will work with reflectivity principle, and this instrument will work with transmissive principle. So it will measure only transmissive materials color as well as haze as well as transmission. And this works on, as I said, this works on this works with reflectivity principle. So it will work on, it means it will measure the color for opaque opaque surfaces like this. Okay, so customer has both type of samples. So I will suggest customer that they can buy these both instruments, or they can buy one instrument which is benchtop, which comes with transmittance as well as reflective principle. Okay, so now we'll see the testings. So first we make on the instrument LS155. So this is the power button. See, this is the power. This same button is measuring button. Okay, this is the power cord, and it has a USB-C type for the computer connectivity. You can easily, by connecting the computer, you can easily transfer the data, make the database management. Okay, and individual PDF report, individual target and sample comparison in PDF reports. And with this software, with this hardware, portable spectrophotometer, you can do multiple works of color. Like you can see, you can measure lots of colors. So this is DS-700d. You can see our DS-700d video separately. So as you can see, it is having parameters called LAB, LCH, LAB, LUV, XYZ, YXY, RGB, metamerism, opacity, density, lots of parameter which followed in color measurement with reflectivity principle. Okay, and this is LS155. I'll make it on. It will make it on. Color haze meter. It is asking for calibration, so I'll just remove it. This instrument comes with two apertures. One is 14 mm and another is 5 mm. So according to your work, you can use the aperture. So now by default we will use 14 mm aperture. So I will just press calibrate. So this is totally bare part, like if I measure it, see, it will show me the transmission 100% because no obstacle between and no color. L is bright, full bright, white. Okay, and A and 0 is B is 0, which represents red and green, yellow and blue. Okay, now we will measure simply the color of this transmission. So I'll just place the sample on this. Okay, and I'll measure it. So I'm doing this comparison. I can set the parameter, whatever parameter I need. HT means haze or transmission, only haze, only transmission, clarity. HT-LAB means haze, transmission and LAB, and spectra means you can see the graph also. By here you can see the LAB, LCH, YXY, PTCO color values. So I'll check with LAB. I'll start with LAB. Format will be LAB. Fine. So I'll select HT-LAB. Now we can see the standard, scan standard. So it will give me the reading of the green color, right? It is showing me the swatch. Then haze is 3.95%, transmission is 63.82%, L value is 83.87, A value minus 42.48, B value 24.61. So this is my LAB value. If I want to see only LAB value, I can see go to parameter and select only LAB. So I can compare only LAB. So now I'll just make sample. As you can see, so the target and sample is same. That's why it is showing me with 0.01 delta pass, because I can set the tolerance. I have set the tolerance here. H plus minus 5% means haze plus minus 5%, which have is range of 0 to 100. T transmittance plus minus 5%. This is a tolerance which I can set according to my requirement. So I'll set for color, I will set the tolerance of 1. Okay. So anyhow, my color is, tolerance between both values is 0.01. That's why my sample is got pass. Okay. Now I'll just change the side. Okay. And I can check again. Again, it is showing pass because it is the error tolerance is coming but below the limit. Okay. And whatever the tolerance is giving, it is giving me the color offset. Okay. So I can save the standard by putting a name. Like I put standard green. Okay. So it has been saved. I can check the history. If I save this, this is difference saved. So now I can see the history. See, the history is here. Okay. I have set the parameter for 14 mm aperture with 60 D65 light 10 degree angle. So like this you can see the color difference of transmissive substrate. Okay. You can add your own standard also. If you want to add your own standard, you can click add. So this standard will add it, and then again you can check the sample. So you can save your standard digitally once, and you don't need to keep your standards with you. You can immediately add it and make a comparison of it. Okay. Again you can save difference HT LAB 2, whatever name I can give. So you can see the history. Like this history you can delete by here. By USB you can take export. Okay. So it has calibration, standard, all the settings over here. So this was haze emitter. Okay, sorry, this was colorimeter, haze meter, you can say transmission meter, because it works with the transmissive method. Now we will see the reflectivity method. So this instrument has 11 mm aperture. Okay, I can measure a value. See, I can measure a value. So I can see the color value of this 90.